Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be talking to you today.
Yes, me too. It's so great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, quite the opposite. You being on this show is such a blessing for us. Although I'm doing my research and it says that we met before in the hallway of Saturday Night Live.
It was a few years ago when Bradley Cooper was hosting, and it was before the Hangover came out. So, and so I wasn't known. And you looked at me and said, "I think I know you. I think I've met you before. I know you from somewhere." And I think I had done one movie. I think it was Judd Apatow's Knocked Up that had come out. But I just remember you're so nice to me, and I was so shy. I was like. No, it's my first time meeting. I'm really a big fan. He goes,
Oh my
no, I've met you before. I've met you before. He goes, I have. Okay, I've met you before. You know, I was so shy.
I'm shocked I wasn't able to because that's like, I never forget if I see someone in a movie. I'm shocked because I loved you and Knocked Up so much. And I'm just, obviously The Hangover, yes, was a big foray into so many of us meeting you. And I think I quote you pretty much every single day of my life with the Toodaloo. Every day, my kids know it.
We'll just substitute that. We'll loop it. Toodaloo, Drew Barrymore, or something like that.
Oh my God. I do think it's the best sign-off in cinema history. And now I am so excited to know that I'm going to be spending New Year's Eve with you.
It's beyond a dream come true. So I didn't need for them to ask me, for Fox asked me to host a New Year's Eve special, and I don't know. I've never done that before. I've just been so grateful.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's a no-brainer. You're crushing it for Fox. You have Ken's Days. You have several hit shows on the network. So it's a perfect fit. It's smart on them. But I never go out for New Year's Eve. I haven't been out for a New Year's Eve in probably almost a decade. And I'm just so excited because I feel like you and Joel McHale, who I was lucky enough to do a movie with, we play ex-husband and wife in Blended with Adam Sandler. And
yes, that's right.
Yes, I got the pleasure of working with him, and he's so lovely.
I'm so sorry you had to work with Joel. Please don't book him as a guest. He's a horrible person, a horrible human being. I've worked with him on Community for 6 years, and he was a last-second get for the New Year's Eve special. It was more of an act of charity. I'm having Joel McHale.
Well,
I just say that he's one of my best friends. I just say that.
I realized as I'm saying that we actually did 2 projects together. We were in Santa Clarita Diet for several seasons together.
Oh.
Yes, we play him and his wife, Krista, are rival realtors. In fact, the writers, because I always said realtor, and they wrote this dialogue in for him that's messing with me, saying, I obviously don't know my business because I can't even pronounce it the right way. I hear myself going, well, the realtor, and I think of Joel McHale. So thank you. I'll be spending New Year's Eve with you and Joel, and I'm really looking forward to it because I am your audience. So it is Cake Week on this show, and your wedding cake story, and I hope to someday see the picture of it because I have such a gorgeous one in my mind, that you ordered an ice cream cake for your wedding cake.
Yeah, my wife got she got this really beautiful, lovely vanilla ice cream cake, and it melted. So the caterer was literally holding the cake like that. So somewhere, maybe my wife and I blocked it out of our minds, but somewhere there's 2 hands over that cake while my wife and I are gonna cut and then somewhere there's a dude with 2 hands around that cake, his hands fully in the icing and the ice cream, and it's just dripping down. But it's one of those things where I think those are good luck in many ways.
Yes.
Because that was over 16 years ago, and we're still married, we've still been together, and if you can go through that and not have that bump you, that's a good sign.
I know, because I think those end up being the most delicious moments in life is the folly or the unplanned. And there's this article that's come out saying that romance now, because of the pandemic and the digital space we live in, that love is going back to a hearkening of a Jane Austen novel. We now have to have all of this distance, all of this caution. We're rebuilding traditions that have been so lost in the swipety swipe, 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 era.
Right.
And we had a woman on here who said, because I was like, I love old traditional dating and it's hard to do, or even signals. And she goes, well, if you want to drop a digital hanky. And I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard because it's a digital hanky. So I'm like, okay, digital hanky is not the best. And I was just wondering, you've been married for a long time. Do you think that romantic gestures in the digital age are A, possible and B, worthwhile?
Well, I'm married, so I'm out of a lot of those equations, but my wife, she liked a post that I did and it was so sweet because she doesn't go on social media at all. And, it's that big emoji with hearts in the eyes. It was just something funny that I posted and so I'm in bed with her like the other night going, "Aw, that's so sweet. You like my and it was like DM'd, and she's almost like she's brand new to social media, and she's like, oh no, I don't know, just those little kind of gestures, make me love her even more. Yeah.
I think that's it, and I think you captured it perfectly. It's a gesture. Dropping a digital hanky is a gesture. Your wife hearting your post is a gesture. And in the digital age, I think we got too far too fast and we lost the art of gestures. You're so right, Ken. That is what we've lost, and that is what we will regain this year, the gesture. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. That's so helpful. I love that.